Hello. How are we? That reminds me, I'm still being bitten alive. These little gnats, mozzies, whatever you call them, they're still eating me. I have seen actual cloth bracelet things, woven things, that's supposed to help to propel. Anybody else tried them? Let us know if you have, because I'm not sure whether or not they actually work or not. Anyway, if you're catching me live, you've got a live in the top corner. Come and say hi so I know that my comments are working. If you are not seeing a live in the top corner, then you are catching me on the replay. And I squeezed up too much out again. Comment on the replay, sorry, hashtag replay, and hit that heart button so I know that you've checked into this video. Whew, it's a Sunday night, start of a new week, guys. Have you got plans for your week ahead? Let us know in the comments. Let us know if you've had a good day. If it's been your birthday, happy birthday. I'm pretty sure if you're on my friends list, I have sent you a birthday message. But if I have missed you because you're not on my friends list, but you do follow me, happy birthday for today. I hope you've had a wonderful day. So the weather's not been too bad. I had my little friend come and visit me in my garden again today. What surprised me though, he or she, because I don't know how you're supposed to tell them apart, was here for about 2 hours in my garden. First of all, they just came in and plonked themselves down in the shade, which is one of the videos you can see on my stories and my profile. Just plonked themselves in my garden in the shade. But then my son went, "Mum, your fox is back." And I went, "Oh, okay." So I got my phone, and I took a picture. Yeah, I took a video. And where I was standing, I was in direct view of the fox. And it's almost like they were happy that I was there, because when I was, if you look at the video, they're staring right at me. And it was just nice to see. And they hung around for, I'd say, a good 2 hours. There was obviously something down between my next door neighbour's fence and where my lawn begins. There's like a brick wall and there's a drop. There must have been something down there, because they were trying to get whatever it was in there out, and I don't think they did succeed with that. But then they'd go and flump themselves in the shade, because they're obviously getting hot because this is in direct sunlight. And then they try again. It was just so funny to watch. So anybody else out there who loves seeing wildlife, especially when they come and visit you in your garden, because I just think it's absolutely lovely to see. Now, I didn't sort this out today because we're pretty much on the last dribbles, but the trouble is when I tip it up, I can see there's actually a little lip on there, so I'm going to have to try and shake this to get it on my hands, because if you try to actually pour it, it doesn't actually pour out. Because I can go like that, look, it doesn't pull out because it sits round. You have to shake it to get it out. So yeah, so I was having fun and games with my oil. But yeah, it was just so funny to watch. And then we finished having dinner and I was washing up and it was still in the garden. And then, because we've got some overgrown weeds, which you probably see from the video, it plonked itself in between the two overgrown weeds and just went to sleep. And it must have been there for a good hour or so. And then it disappeared. So it obviously felt that it was safe to stay in my garden and have a little snooze. But one of the neighbourhood cats came into the garden when the fox was laying down. And the fox was obviously aware it was there, because it sort of popped its head up to see the cat, and the cat sort of stopped dead in its tracks. So they sort of stared at each other for a few seconds, and then the cat carried on walking along the wall. And then where my fence is missing, it went right over to the next door neighbour's fence and walked along the wall of the fence, giving the fox a wide berth. Now, I know a lot of people think that foxes attack cats. They don't, guys. You know, in fact, I think cats more intimidate the foxes more than anything, but these two just gave each other a wide berth and just left each other alone. And it was so nice to see, actually, because they just didn't do anything to each other. They were just being what they are. And the fox just laid there and went to sleep. So yeah, so that made my day, having my little visitor. So I really enjoyed that. So yeah, all good sources, seeing things like that. I really love it. So if anyone out there who's also a fox lover, check out my stories, check out my profile, and you'll see a couple of videos I took of Mr. or Mrs. Fox. If anyone can give me I could probably Google it. No, I think I'll probably Google it. But anyway, if you want to help me out, I want to know how you can tell the two apart, whether a vixen or not, because I don't know whether it's a he or a she. It's quite, I would say it's probably quite a youngster by the size of it. Not quite a full-grown adult, I don't think. But yeah. But I just love seeing the wildlife in the garden. I just absolutely love it. So yeah, so that was good. So yeah, so I cooked a roast dinner, which was warm, but we had a roast chicken, which the kids absolutely loved. I say kids, my adult sons, who still live at home with me. So but cooking the dinner, I'm not going to lie, I was quite hot, because even though today's been cooler, and it was quite a bit overcast most of the morning, but then when it got to sort of like lunchtime-ish, the sun sort of broke through, and then it was quite humid. So yeah, wasn't that pleased. It was not that much cooler. Anyway, just put my mask on, my lip mask. Don't forget, guys, you want lip mask and lip scrub, 10% off, free shipping on my new website, and you can get my amazing little brush half price on there as well. I think it's still in stock. I haven't even checked. I haven't actually been on my website much though the weekend, because I've been busy chatting to you guys in my inbox. So yeah, so don't forget, guys, we now have day and night cream. I've got to make sure I pick the right one up. That's my day moisturiser. In case any of you not seen the day moisturiser, that's what the day moisturiser looks like. It's a lot of little, get your words out, Paul. It's a little bit more runnier in consistency than the night cream, because when you're putting day cream on, you don't want it to be heavy. You want it to absorb into your skin, and then you can go on with your makeup, your foundation. So that's why it's a little bit more on the runny side, where the night cream, as you can see, doesn't move. So because your night cream is the one that's going to lock in all your goodness, all your previous products. So my oil and my serum, my eye cream, etc., are all going to now be able to penetrate into the layers of my skin, and then the moisturiser goes on top as the sort of like the lock-in aspect of your skincare. So everything that's gone before it has now been basically sealed with the moisturiser, because I was making the mistake of putting my Uplift Beauty oil on just before I went to bed, but I'd already done my nightly routine with you guys online on my live. So really, even though I was putting the oil on, it wasn't really penetrating, because I'd already put the moisturiser on, which acts like a barrier to stop anything else getting absorbed into your skin. So I made the mistake of doing that. So that's why I now put my oil on before my moisturiser. And if you're a bit confused thinking, well, what goes where, think of the thickness or the runniness of the product. So if it's thin and it's runny, that goes on before you moisturise. If your moisturiser is thick, that's the last thing that goes on. That gives you some idea. But if you want a proper skin consultation, guys, because you're not sure on what you need to do, then just drop skin in the comments or shoot me over a DM, and I will get into your inbox and I will fill you in with the routine on what goes where. Or if you're not sure and you want to start a skincare routine, then I can help you. Right, so the last thing I'm going to take is my gummies. Again, guys, I take my gummies at night when I know that I've been caffeine free for at least 2 hours before, because caffeine does act like a blocker. It's not just caffeine that just blocks biotin. It can block other nutrients as well. So it's worth Googling if you are taking other supplements as well, to make sure that the caffeine is not blocking you from absorbing that. Because at the end of the day, if you're paying money out on supplements, you want your body to absorb that and get to work. And if you are having caffeine that could be blocking your body from absorbing the goodness in your supplements, then there's no point in taking your supplements, because you're just wasting your money and you're wasting your time, because they're not going to do what they're meant to do because they've been blocked. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. So if you want to know more about our gummies, just say gummies, guys, and I can send you over all the information, or you can go and look on the website. But I can tell you these are gorgeous. They are mango citrus flavour. I love them, taking them at night, because it just gives me that little bit of sweetness before the end of the day. Stops any cravings, because going through menopause, I've noticed I've had more cravings for sweet stuff. This nips it in the bud, which I absolutely love. So thank you for watching. If you have been commenting on my live, I'm not seeing any comments, guys, so I do apologise. But if you're watching this on the replay, make sure you put hashtag replay and hit that heart button, so I know that you've checked in, you can hear me and you can see me okay. And if I've resonated with you, given you value, or even just entertained you, and you want to be in my appreciation jar, make sure you hit that magic button, sprinkle this to your profile, and come back and write the word sprinkled in the comments. That is how you get entered into my jar. If you sprinkle and you don't comment, I'm not going to know you've done it. So make sure you write the word sprinkle, and you can sprinkle any of my contents you come across in July. So we are on day 13, so there's 13 lives including this one that you can sprinkle, and you can comment sprinkle on every single one of them that you sprinkle, and that will give you 13 entries into my jar. I'll give you 13 entries into my drawer at the end of the month, so you've got more chance of being balled out the hat and winning a little something from me just for sprinkling. And it doesn't cost you anything, guys, but it helps me tremendously, because it helps me get out there in front of more people, so people can learn about our products, learn about skincare, know that we're more than just makeup, guys. We are here to uplift, empower and validate women all over the world, and a few men. And the closest thing to my heart on why I'm still here, why I'm still loving everything, is the fact that we are on a mission to help a non-profitable charity called Supriya, who helps survivors of child sexual abuse. Because 10% of every product that is sold through our website goes to Supriya, so that the online resources or in-person resources can be available for the survivors, and it's all free. You can donate separately, or you can donate through purchasing our products, guys, including our supplements, gummies and collagen. So get sprinkling, guys. Help me get out there, help me get in front of many people as we can, because we want to help as many people as we can, uplift, empower and validate them, make them feel good about themselves. And if you're somebody like me who's in your 50s, you may be looking for that little bit of something extra to do that's going to help boost up your confidence, maybe earn you a little bit extra money on the side, then come and have a chat with me. If you go scroll down my on my Facebook wall, on my Instagram wall, there is a post I put out, I think about this afternoon, saying if you're in your 50s and you're looking for confidence or something to boost yourself, read it, and if it resonates with you, then please reach out to me. and we can have a chat. So I'm going to pop these in and I'm going to say goodnight. These are just going to dissolve on my tongue. I'm not going to chomp on them like I used to. I'm just going to let them dissolve. 1, 2, and I will see you tomorrow night. Take care. Bye.